That's why this is my favorite Love and Hip Hop. Love and Hip Hop New York, Season 7, Episode 1, all the way up. Now the episode starts off with my favorite, and go back into my archives. I've been repping for Cardi B for a moment now, before she even came on the show. And now you guys know why. She is my favorite, still my favorite. And she's on here with her sister. Now, I don't know how many episodes her sister will be on, but I am glad to see her. Her and Hennessy, they're taking this car ride, and Cardi B's talking about how, her life has changed, and she's a little famous now. And she's just like, it's a good time. But the thing is, it's hard because she almost is the ghetto, because at least in the hood, she only had about 3 haters. Now she has thousands. And, people are coming at her from all left and right, hitting her self-esteem. And, I already heard stuff like that because she does radio interviews and stuff. So, I know what the next step is. I didn't have to watch the rest of the episode to know what she was going to do next, because I already knew what her biggest pet peeve and insecurity was. But aside from that, also her and Tommy. Her and Tommy aren't really on the mends. Tommy wants her to sit down and have a couple of the kids. I'm wondering, Tommy, you're incarcerated, and you want your woman who's making money right now to go and sit down and have kids? No! No! You go and say sweet nothings to her. You caress her as she goes and makes that money. Then when you come out, she holds you down, and then you have the kids, and then you get the out. See, come on. Am I the only one doing the thinking here? Anyway, her sister's just like, I can get used to this. Woo! And the seat massages your butt. Woo! What you doing there? I just love them. They're funny. They're funny. They're hilarious. They're a good time. I appreciate all of that. Next we have Queef Squad. That's what I'm calling them. Queef Squad. Not Creep. Queef Squad. So the Queef Squad, as you know, Richie, DJ Self, which I'm still trying to figure out why is he a part of the Queef Squad. Lord Jesus. Along with what's his name? The one that was with Mariah Lynn last year. What is his name? Not Ricardo. Whatever. But anyway, long story, very short. Guess who comes back? Snoop. For those of you who don't know who Snoop is actually from The Wire. And she is becoming a part of the cast. I believe she's from Baltimore. And actually she was out in Chicago recording for Spike Lee, and I'm assuming that it was his movie for Chirac. I can't think of what recent he was doing at that time, but I'm assuming that was for Chirac. Long story very short, she's out there trying to make a name for herself in New York, and they're just like, well, are you going to be a part of the Queef Squad? She's like, why do I want to be a part of something called the Queef Squad? But you know what? I'm going to play along with them. Maybe I can actually get something out of this. So I'm going to go and play nice. And it was just like, I'll make a bet. You can't hit on that girl. You can't bad that girl. And I'm thinking, this is a setup. This is such a setup. They really can't see this as a setup. And the girl, oh, she was bad. She was bad. It's actually Snoop's girlfriend. So Snoop walked out with her, and they were just like, wait a minute, what? This really happened? I'm thinking, wait, we just actually created a scene just for that? Anyway, Yandy goes and meets up with Samantha. Samantha is, Lemon DC's mom. And you know what? I love me some Yandy. I really do. I know a lot of people don't like Yandy. So I will be out there. I am a fan of Yandy. I like her, respect what she's done. But when we fully heard out Samantha, there were certain things that I agreed with. Yandy has taken it upon herself. It was just like, I didn't need to ask you for anything because his father was right there. I'm thinking, Samantha just said she has full custody. So she's allowing Mendici to go and be with his dad, Lil Mendici to go be with his father, and, to live with you. And now here's what I will say. Yandy's just like, I know the people who I have around my kid and around your kid very well. I don't know why you don't. I agree with that. Why didn't you go and be like, hold up. If someone's going to be babysitting my kid, I need to go and vet her out myself. That's what should have happened. Regardless of if Yandy made it easy for you, there is no way. You're there to help. I mean, she's there and she's helping your baby daddy. So the least that the both of you could do is figure out a way to coexist. I'm sure Yandy took it upon herself to take a lot of the responsibilities. Yandy was like, you know, I paid for this, I paid for that. She was like, first of all, you paid for one thing, one time. Thank you for doing so, but don't act like you just went and took care of my kid. You made it seem like I'm a bad mother, unfit mother. I still have full custody. That's why you haven't seen him in 3 months. I'm not withholding him to be cruel. I'm withholding him because we need to set some boundaries. We need to set some ground rules. Ground rule number one, you're not going to go and say whatever you want and do whatever you want. Why'd you go and take my son to see his father in prison without my consent? I don't care who his father is. That is still my son. I'm still the person that, you know, when he has night terrors at night because he went and saw his father in prison and is afraid of what's going to happen to his father, I'm the one that's to go and deal with that. You're going to go and be, you know, the cute little stepmom that goes and buys him stuff and goes to... doesn't really have to discipline them. I'm the one that has to do the legwork in the background. I'm not getting any type of just do. You keep negating everything that I'm saying. You're trying to pretend like, oh, you just have everything figured out and you're just doing it for yourself. And I was like, you know what? I can see Yandy doing that. She has a type A personality. I can see her running right over Samantha and whatever she wants and tries to do. But again, on the same token, I'm sure Samantha could have tried harder. I will give Yandy that. I'm sure that Yandy, in general, left things generally open, but we also seen that Yandy is the type to be like, okay, so this is what's going to happen, this is what's going to do. Oh yeah, by the way, again, because this is New York, I'm dressing up. That's where I'm from. I will give the show that respect. I will dress up for each episode, not for any other show, except for New York. Now, Kimbella is back. Kimbella and Joel's is back. Why? Because Joel's wants to put music back out there. That's the real reason why they're back on the show. Trust and believe, that's the real reason back there on the show. And you know, he's going through his old catalog of what he used to do. And you know, the legal trouble, the trouble with the women, all of that. But now he's on the men's, and he has this relationship with the love of his life, Bella, and he wants to put out music again. So he's trying to tell her that, and she's like, okay, that's cool. It's like, you know, I need to work with artists, and they're not going to want to come here to record in my house. It's like, so what was the point of you spending all that money to go and record and create that studio downstairs? And it's like, you know, I need to do what I need to do to get back up. It's like, okay, that's nice, but if that means that you're going to be around women that I don't know, that's going to be a problem, because you have a little history. I don't trust you that much. And he was also saying that, you know, I need to go back with my old management team. Old management? Oh, hell no. Yandy? Now remember, well, you may not know this, but I knew this, that Yandy and Kimbella had falling out, mainly because of the wedding. Kimbella wasn't really there for Yandy the way that Yandy wanted her to be there for her. And because of that, now we have Yandy and Kimbella being on the outs. Joel's is like, I need you to go and smooth that over, because that's your sister, that's your best friend, and that needs to be my manager again, because she can make things poppin'. Let's do what I do. You need to do this for me. You got me? No. Do you really got me? Now, Cardi B, she's with Swift. Swift is her producer, and Cardi B's mixtape is fire. Her mixtape is absolutely fire. I loved each and every song. You know, I love me some, I'm not even calling it ratchet music, because this is good music. It's like Mariah Lynn. Some people call it ratchet. Yeah, it might be a little ratchet, maybe a little streety, a little hoodie. That's what I like. That's what I like. Well, at least from Cardi B and from Mariah. From some of these other dudes, I'm like, that's trash. But from them, I like it. While she's performing on stage, you know, her producer is grinding up on her. And I'm like, damn, is her producer related to Mac Wiles? He looks like he could be related to Mac Wiles. And he has a slight resemblance to Miles. You remember Miles from Hollywood. I'm like, no, let's stick with the Mac Wiles, because we like Mac Wiles. But Cardi B's like, no, this is strictly professional. He's just like, you know, you're looking good. She's like, wait a minute, I didn't know that touching my butt and caressing my butt and grinding on me was a part of the show. And you know, it's like, take it to the, what was it? Take it to the room, take it to the room, take it to the bed, whatever it was. Young B, oh, okay, we're not calling her that anymore. Bianca comes in and it's just like, I guess Bianca almost seems like she's going to be Cardi B's sidekick whenever she's not recording her own scenes with her own drama. I guess this is her way of reintroducing herself to us. But Bianca was just, you know, teasing Cardi B. It's like, oh, so that's your man, right? You know, why are you lying to God? You know it's your man. You know it's your man. Stop it. She's like, no, that's professional. You know, I don't know what the situation is, but we just keep it classy, just keep it professional, one-on-one. Remy Ma is back. We already knew that she's back. We already knew All the Way Up was a smash hit. What was it? A top 40 hit. I'm not sure if it was top 20, but look, if you hit top 40 on Billboard, that is a hit. That is a bona fide hit. Papoose and Remy Ma's Love. I really love it so much because Papoose has been managing Remy Ma ever since she was in jail. And, you know, things have been going pretty well, and so she has to congratulate him on the fact that, you know, he's been doing a great job. And the thing is, she's hinting at the fact that he wants his promise. Now remember, she promised him a baby or two, you know, within a year's time. We knew that wasn't going to work because we knew Remy was like, I was really sure if the music thing was going to work out or me be able to pop back up to where I was when I went in. You know, I was sitting down for a moment. What was it? 7 winters and 6 summers. So she's back. The thing is, her career is hot right now. You know, she had All the Way Up, then she had Cooking, and now she has, what was it? Money Showers with Ty Dolla $igns. And this is all for the album that her and Fat Joe, or we're going to call him Joe, her and Joe are going to be putting out. And the thing with that is, she also wants to put out her solo project afterwards, you know, off the heat of the success of the joint album. I don't even know if you want to call it a joint album because it's like Terror Squad, so it's like a group. You know what I mean? But shout out to Remy Ma. Now, Stu brings her girlfriend, what was her name? Adrian? Jay Adrian. That's why it didn't sound right. Jay Adrian. We're going to call her Jay. So Snoop and Jay. No, we're going to say Snoop and Jay Adrian, because that just sounds weird. They're, you know, getting something to eat, and she's just like, wait a minute, we're not sitting down in the restaurant. I didn't come down here to do nothing. Now, her issue is, first off, she says she's not gay. She's not actually into women, but she's into Snoop. She'll do anything for Snoop. She actually has a 13-year-old son. Her son's back down in Chicago with her baby daddy. And, you know, it's really hard to have him down there. But she's trying to make her way up here because she's an entrepreneur. She's a go-getter. She's a actress. And that's why she's up there with Snoop. That's why she's also with Snoop. You know, their goals and visions are very similar. So she wants more, but she's like, I'm not here to play around regardless of what you want me to do. You know, this is cute and all, but I can't be wasting my time here. And I feel like I'm wasting my time because you promised me certain things and they haven't happened yet. I'm thinking Snoop's trying to make things happen for herself, so how could she promise you anything? I mean, that's the reality. That's one thing. Damn, you really selling this girl a dream. She has her son down there. At least she didn't do the Diamond Strawberry thing, because I was just watching the show. You know, that's what Tiffany and Tanea, shout out to them. Please like, comment, subscribe if I didn't already say that. The show where, what was it, like a year or two ago, where it was a couple of seasons back, and Diamond Strawberry was like, oh no, that's my dog, Cisco, that's his name. When she was dating Cisco, or Cisco wasn't even really claiming her, but we're getting back. We're going off track. Yandy is at Brianna's photo shoot, because Yandy is still her manager, and Juelz comes, because Juelz is like, look, I want to go back and, you know, do music again. I want to be back at the top. Yandy's like, I'm here for you. The budget, everything is here for you. We actually made money. Let's go and do this now. And Yandy actually skimmed over the fact that, you know, she had a falling out with Jim Jones. But it is what it is. She's just like, with the rest of the crew, we're always good. And Juelz said, that's all great and all, but you need to go and figure it out with Wifey, because Wifey, she's not really feeling where you two left off, and you know, we're friends, you two are friends for real, so you can't just go and act like, you know, water under the bridge, it is what it is. No, that's not how it's going to be. Cardi B goes, and she's going to get fitted for veneers, because, you know, her teeth, people make fun of her teeth a lot, or used to make fun of her teeth a lot. I'm thinking, some of you bum Raggedy Ann looking, sounding, and you trying to come after someone who's trying to do better for herself because her teeth, maybe, that's genetics. That's not her fault. Haters. That's the true definition of haters. I don't care. It's just like, oh, you doing this. Thank the Lord. My teeth were always great in the first place. The only issue I have is this crazy stalker chick when I was young went and accidentally chipped my tooth. But aside from that, all of this is real. This is just thanks to braces. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, good genetics. But I'm getting beside myself. Swift is talking to Aaliyah. You know, that's his London gal. Aaliyah look good. I must say, I like Aaliyah look good. She sound like she don't play. She's like, I haven't heard from you. What's good? What's going on? Are you working with Cardi B? But the thing is, we have a long-term relationship, a long-distance relationship. So how are we supposed to be, you know, cooperating and figuring out how this is going to go if you're just spending all your time in the studio with that woman? That doesn't make me feel good. That doesn't make me feel confident. And I'm like, you're smart. You shouldn't feel confident. This man is cheating on you. This man is cheating on you in some fashion. And Cardi B gets him out there because she's like, I need your support. I need you. I'm going to go and get my teeth done right now. I need you with me. It's just like, I got you. He's giving hugs. He's just like, show me that smile one more time. It's just like, yeah. I'm like, Cardi, you know what it is. You know what it is. Stop it. Stop it. And you still have Tommy. Cardi, I understand. You deserve you something, but you don't need him. You don't need him. Now, again, another scene that I'm thinking, what in the world? Because you have Snoop, she's trying to have a dinner with Jay, and these fans come over, and Jay's just like, you guys need to go away. She's like, no, we just want to take a picture of Snoop. Snoop's just like, it's cool. And so then Jay freaks out. She's ready to beat these women's butts and all this stuff, and Snoop has to hold her back, and the women are like, whatever, she's crazy. I'm thinking, and then they go and talk about how, you know, this is the problem. This is what always happens. I'm like, Mona, this is the most scripted, faithless foolishness that I've seen in one episode of my life. First, you have how Snoop and Jay were introduced to the Creep Squad. Then you have this impromptu scene with Snoop and Jay going off on some fans. Now you have Yandy and Kimbella. Now that was real. I know a lot of people are going to say it was real. It was super dramatic and the music was crazy. So that's why it didn't feel real. But we have to remember, these two women love each other. They're like family, and they have falling out because Yandy feels Kimbella is selfish and only cares about self. Kimbella feels like Yandy is in her own world, and you know, if it's not the Yandy experience, if it's not what Yandy wants or how Yandy wants it to be planned out, and Yandy, you know, has this whole standoffish, builds up walls. You know, both of them are right. Both of them are right. Yandy's like, I've been going through a lot, and you know that, and you still see my friend, you have my back. And I'm thinking this is a two-way street. Her life, Kimbella's life isn't perfect as well, but, you know, clearly there was some truth to whatever Yandy was saying, because Kimbella didn't say anything when Yandy, because at one point she stood up, was kind of hovering over Yandy, like, you're not going to play me right now. But Yandy said, hold up. You're not going to play me. We're supposed to be friends. So you, like, I'm dealing with the fact that I love Lil Man DC's and I can't even see him because his mother is not allowing me to. And you're seeing all this stuff transpire on social media, but you're not even reaching out to me to say so. No, that is true. That is true. She could have. She could have. Is she really entitled to when you guys are on the outs? No. But she could have. She could have. And then also, it was selfish of you to try and make my wedding about you, and you wanted to sit, be front stage and center during something regarding the wedding, and you were in the back. And she was like, I'm your friend. I'm your best friend. Why wouldn't you want me right next to you? It isn't about me being in the spotlight. It's me being next to you and sharing a moment. I'm just like, okay, that's valid. That's valid. So these are two people who really just need a moment to talk with each other. I'm like, if you guys, you're telling me it took cameras, just like how it took cameras for Samantha to go and, oh yeah, Samantha did say that Yandy didn't reach out to her, so we know there's some mess with Yandy as well. Yandy can be messy as well. We already know that. Please like, comment, subscribe. As we know, this is New York, so there's going to be a lot of extraness. At times it's going to feel extremely phony and put on, but you know, again, I'm from New York, so I can tell you that this foolery, even though it's authentic, part of it is definitely put on for the cameras. I'm not saying what, I'm just letting you know that you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But I love it. I love it. It's tomfoolery. It's good TV. I'm going to enjoy it. Don't kill my vibe. Don't kill my vibe. Welcome back, Cardi B. I'm glad that you didn't quit. Come back next week.